Purification mechanism by the constructed wetland plants. Okay, so this purification can be done by three ways. It is a physical, chemical, and biological. So physical purification, which consists the process like sedimentation, filtration, adsorption, and volatilization. So chemical process, which chemical purification mechanism include the precipitation, adsorption, and decomposition. And the finally biological purification, which include the decomposition, nitrification, denitrification, plant metabolism, and plant absorption. Okay, so these are the various purification mechanism occurs in this treatment system. Okay, so what are the pollutants and how they remove, and what is the removal process for the pollutant? So first, organic material. Organic material, it is but the measure as a BOD. So the BOD pollutant can be removed by the biological degradation, by the sedimentation. Next, organic contaminant like pesticides. So pesticides can be removed by adsorption, by photolysis, by biotic degradation. Suspended solid. How to remove the suspended solid? Suspended solid can be removed by sedimentation and by the filtration. Nitrogen. Nitrogen can be removed by the nitrification and denitrification process. Phosphorus can be removed by the filtration adsorption process. Pathogens can be removed by the natural die-off, sedimentation, filtration, and degradation. And heavy metals can be removed by the uh, sedimentation adsorption. Okay, so these are the various types of pollutants which present in wastewater like organic material, organic contaminants, suspended solid, nitrogen, phosphorus, pathogen, and heavy metal. This can be removed by the various methods or various processes. Like BOD can be removed by the biological degradation, pesticides can be removed by adsorption and the photolysis, suspended solid can be removed by the sedimentation and filtration process, nitrogen can be removed by the nitrification and denitrification process, phosphorus can be removed by the sedimentation, filtration and adsorption process, pathogen may be naturally die off sedimentation and filtration, and heavy metal also we can remove by the sedimentation adsorption process. So these are the various purification mechanism or purification process which carried out in the constructed wetland. Okay, so mechanism of oxygen transfer from the root. Okay, so you can see this is the roots and the new shoot and the oxidized zone. Okay, so root here enlarge, reduce zone, and is the mechanism of oxygen transfer from the root. Next, classification scheme for constructed wetland use in wastewater treatment plant. Okay, so constructed wetlands, traditional, hybrid, and enhanced constructed wetlands. Okay, so it is traditional, that is the horizontal flow and vertical flow. Hybrid, so vertical and horizontal flow, and enhanced, that is the hybrid, then step feeding, then circular flow. So these are the various types of the classification of constructive wetland. These are the free water surface wetland. So you can see the influent, okay, influent, that is the wastewater which comes out from the collection system or wastewater, the collected wastewater, then inflow control structure, then influent distribution system, that is flow, next organic substrate, next the liner at the bottom of that pond. Okay, next you can see the wetland plant and effluent collection system. Okay, so these are the of green color which indicate the flow, and this 5 to 50 centimeter which the wetland plants which treat the wastewater, and finally we can receive that effluent at the outflow, okay, to pond or receiving system. The wastewater flows along the surface, allowing settlement of solid and coming into contact with the bacterial population on the surface of the media and plant stream. Okay, so wetland plants and water soil liner. So these are the various parts of the constructed wetland, like a liner, then organic substrate, then the wetland plant, then inflow control structure, outflow control structure, influent and effluent, it is the wastewater and the treated wastewater. So purification mechanism. Okay, so you can see in detail here. So the soil, that is the base part. Okay, then surface water. So you can see here the sedimentation, that is whatever that solid which present in water that gets settled by the process of sedimentation. Okay, next, uh, organic material that undergoes decomposition of organic, that also undergoes a denitrification. Okay. Then volatilization, that is ammonia, volatile organics, then decomposition, which convert organic material into the CO2 and CH4, denitrification, that is conversion of nitrate into nitrogen, okay, and adsorption, that is the various process, adsorption, precipitation, burial and soil storage. So these are the various process which occurs in the constructed wetland. That is the first, sedimentation, settle down of wastewater at the bottom, then decomposition of organic content which release CO2 and CH4, similarly denitrification of nitrates which convert nitrogen, which release the nitrogen. Next, volatilization of volatile organic compounds, and the adsorption at the root system and precipitation. So these all are the action which taken place at the wetland plants. There's purification mechanism. Then subsurface wetland. So subsurface flow, subsurface wetland plant. That is the water level below ground and water flows through a sand or gravel. Root penetrate the bed. Porous medium provides a greater surface area for the treatment. Okay, so you can see the first inflow, which is nothing but the distribution zone filled with the larger stone. Next, a second, that is impermeable layer. Third, filtration material. Fourth, vegetation, that is the wetland plants. Next, water level in the bed. Next, outflow collection zone and the drainage pipe for the collection of waste. Okay, so these are the various parts of the subsurface wetland plants. Subsurface flow, you can see. Next, vertical flow, reed bed wetland plants. Okay, so same again, the sedimentation, then pumping wall, then aeration pipe, then distribution pipe. Next, filter sand, drainage pipe, membrane, recirculation, and the uh, phragmites hostiles, that is the constructed wetland plants. Okay, so you can see the structure like this. So we can spray the wastewater over that bed of filter, and you can see that green color, that is the constructed wetland plants. So next, aerated constructed wetlands. Okay, so these are airline where we can supply the air from that bottom. Okay, so same again structure, influent, effluent, and floating constructed wetland with a supply of air. So flood, drain, and flood. Sorry, flood, drain, and flood. Okay, so hybrid system. Okay, so horizontal flow followed by vertical flow. So in this way, two types of flow achieved here. The one system, it is a horizontal flow, And after that, the second system, it is a vertical flow. So first, water allowed to flow through the horizontal system, and next, water allowed to flow through the vertical system. So in this way, two type of wetland system we can use, and we can pass the horizontal water and vertical water, and the system is called as hybrid system. So hybrid pilot wetland cross-sectional view, that is one is vertical and one is horizontal. So we can see this is the uh, primary vertical flow wetland cross-sectional view, which supported with the gravel, 15 centimeter gravel having 20 to 40 mm, then 10 centimeter gravel having 12 to 20 mm, and 30 centimeter gravel having 8 to 10 mm. Okay, so so this is the structure of the vertical flow wetland plants. So water can be supplied from the top, and the drainage system at the bottom, which collect the treated wastewater. Okay, so this is the secondary horizontal flow wetland cross-sectional view. Then baffle type constructed wetland. Then recirculation constructed wetland. Then Towery type constructed wetland. So this is again cathode and anode. Biorack wetland system. This is a floating treatment wetland system where the water, where the wetland plant float over the top of the water. You can see here the other pollutants are released into atmosphere through the harmless gases and floating wrap of phyto remediation plants. And at the bottom, plants remove the pollutant from the water with their roots. So roots act as a treatment system and they remove the pollutants from the water. Then this is what the grey water treatment by using the constructed wetland. So which is the we can use at our own house, and we can treat our own house waste by, that is grey water, we can treat by using the constructed wetland system. You can see this. This is the whatever that water which obtained after the treatment by grey water by using the constructed wetland. You can see the image, that is the bottle, which indicate the quality of water after the treatment of grey water by using the constructed wetland. Okay, so what are the advantages and disadvantages of constructed wetlands? So advantages are the first, relatively inexpensive to construct and operate. So very less operation and construction cost of constructed wetlands. Easy to maintain, which provide effective and reliable wastewater treatment. Next, relatively tolerant of fluctuating hydrological and contaminant loading rates. Provide indirect benefits such as green space, wildlife habitats, and recreational and educational areas. Disadvantages: the land requirements, current imprecise design and operation criteria, biological and hydrological complexity, and our lack of understanding of important process dynamics, the cost of gravel or other fields and site grading during the construction period. So these are some of the advantage and the disadvantage of constructed wetland. So what are advantage? Very easy to maintain, less expensive to construct and operate, provide effective and reliable wastewater treatment. And what are the disadvantage? The land requirement. Okay, so important thing is we required the land for the operation and maintenance. Then biological and hydrological complexity and the cost of gravel and other fields. The type of aquatic plant system. These are the type of aquatic plant system. So shallow ponds with the floating or submerged aquatic plants, water hyacinth and duckweeds. water hyacinth which float over the water, and these ducks it roots water surface. This is the water hyacinth. Okay, so which is a vascular plant with the rounded, upright, shiny green leaves, 0.5 to 1.2 meter from the top of the floor of the roof tips, lateral spread followed by vertical growth, very productive photosynthetic plants, and plant growth expressed as the percentage of pond surface covered, plant density, types aerated and non-aerated. Removal mechanism BOD can be removed by sedimentation, filtration, adsorption, aerobic and anaerobic decomposition. Suspended solid can be removed by sedimentation and filtration. Nitrogen can be removed by nitrification, denitrification, plant uptake, and phosphorus by the adsorption, heavy metal by the adsorption and uptake. Soil biotechnology, vermiculture technology.